But for now, let's send it over to Chris and Angela with the mayor of Burien, who is getting some of the money from the recently approved budget.
Exactly, reinstating the gang unit for one. So thanks for setting us up with that. We're now joined by the mayor of Burien, Jimmy Matta. Thanks so much for stopping by Take 5 once again.
Well, thank you very much for the invitation.
Yeah, exciting news yesterday. So it's ultimately $1 million going to go to 2 officers. This includes the hiring and the training. So the first question is, do you think you got what you need?
Well, you know, it's difficult to change an entire community with a deputy and a sergeant, but I think it's a start, right? I mean, I think that this is going to help our county, the South End, come together and at least have 2 officers dedicated to looking at what the issue is with a gang problem that we're seeing across South King County. I know Kent, Federal Way, Burien, and other cities have been dealing with, you know, shootings and deaths in our community, and one is too many. And I'm excited that not only the sheriff but the entire council has stepped up in the county and said, hey, we got to start somewhere, and we're starting here today. And the executive signed the budget today, and I want to thank him for pushing forward. You know, not only do we have the gang unit that's going to be reestablished, but also the homeless. You know, gangs come from the side effects of poverty, and so we're addressing it through this budget, a lot of side effects of poverty, and we're funding it. And I do believe that this is a start of at least pushing back.
I remember you saying when we talked on the show before, obviously policing is one part of it. You just mentioned poverty. So what kind of program, what changes are we seeing or will we be seeing in the community to address some of these issues?
Well, I got to tell you that our council, the last meeting, talked about that we have to have a whole holistic view of this. Not only do we have to have policing, but we have to have programs. We have to have a system in place that's going to help be able to bridge some of the situations that you have when it comes to poverty. And you know, Burien as a community, we just need to come together. We've been very divided since the last campaign, but I think you know, I see it. Not only do I think, but I see it coming together. You know, I know that I went out and met with parents, and we have a parent meeting that's happening on the 29th of November, where I'm bringing in the county prosecutor's office to let parents know, okay, what can we do when it comes to behavior? How do we manage our children's behavior in such a way that we're not breaking the law? What are the rules and regulations that protect a 13-year-old child? I just met with 42 businesses in Burien, predominantly Spanish speaking. They've engaged, they've said, hey, we're part of the community, we want to come up with being part of the solution. But I'm excited the council said not only do we have to have wraparound services, but we got to have a police department, and we have to make sure that not only do we have suppression, but we also have some programs in there where we're going to help fight back some of the situations on why the kids end up engaging in gangs.
Now, you referenced the council there. I know the council sort of hopes that this will be a pilot program for other cities that will be watching, that this could eventually lead to bigger things like a regional task force, right?
That would be great. And I know that other cities, I mean, I've been in meetings with other cities, other mayors and other chiefs of police. And what I think is going on here in Burien is, when I say the council, it's the Burien City Council, where my counterparts are saying, hey, we really want to make sure that we have diversion, that we have the ability to not only suppress it, but also have programs in place for children.
Right, and you have some in place now, but you think,
Sorry.
well, oh, no problem, maybe we can get some water over.
We don't have a cough button here.
Yeah, I know.
It's the season,
Just
right?
getting over a cold.
Exactly. And I forgot where I was. Oh, I know where I was. In terms of programs for kids. So will we see more of those as a result of this? I wanted to make sure I'm clear on that. Or are we going to just... I feel bad asking a question when someone is coughing.
We're all coughing on Monday, Mr. Mayor.
I need to try that one day, though, when I have a question I don't want to answer.
Yeah.
That wasn't the
Yeah, so the programs with kids, we just had a kickoff of the Burien Youth Council.
Okay.
Last Friday, youth came in, we had food. It was just beautiful to hear the stories from the children on how they see the world, right?
Okay.
And I do believe, and I'm a strong believer, that our kids are going to be the change of our future. And you know, the children that we have here today aren't the same as when I was a kid. Some of the questions that they have and some of the things they've had to see through their own eyes, it's huge, right? And so it is the smartest generation, the millennials. And it was just great to see them give out poems or say, what are the biggest challenges you see? So they had this tree, and everyone was out there putting something on a tree of what they felt that the community needed help with. And so we're going to see it through the lens of our children.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mayor Jimmy Matta from here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and sorry for coughing on all of you.
Hey, that's all right. We got
All good.
a Take 5 water fountain for you
There
right
you-
there.